Hey folks, my name is Rene Enriquez and you are watching Uncensored.
This is Rene Enriquez. Nickname Bootser. Blackhand of the Mexican Mafia. Prison gang politics.
Let's continue with this Wicked Women series. I mean, we've been focused on Michael Sperling and Lisa Barboa for the past few days, right? We brought you the initial call where Michael Sperling's in Wayside and he speaks to his girlfriend Lisa Barboa, and she tells him, "Are you ready to take over the world, Big Daddy?" And this is when immediately after the death of Lalo, and Fox has put him in power, right? That was pretty extensive, right? He talks to Weddle on the phone, and the transition's made, and then I ran the interview of Michael Sperling when they notify him that Lisa's been arrested. And that was pretty breathtaking, if you will. I mean, if you're a camarada, if you have any knowledge of the game at all, you know that you don't speak when you go into those interviews, right? But again, I'm kind of trying to show you the double-edged sword that you're in if you're in the game, right? Everybody breaks the rules. That's just the way it is, and that's a reality of gang life, right? And then I brought you the Ramey warrant video of Lisa Barboa being arrested, and now I'm bringing you today another humdinger. This is an extensive call. I mean, excuse me, this is an extensive interview where Lisa Barboa is arrested. She's at Lancaster Station, and she's being interviewed by Johnny Clark and Chris Brandon. Again, two of the top guys in the field for the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. They're from the Major Crimes Bureau, and they really know what they're doing. You know, what really shocks me, what really shocks me is at about 1755, she invokes her Miranda rights. Arizona versus Miranda, landmark case where rights are supposed to be read to people and they're supposed to be adhered to. At that point in the interview, when she invokes her right to legal counsel, everything stops, right? Everything stops. She would have been fine, you know. I mean, they had enough damning evidence because there was a ton of evidence in that trailer. There were receipts, letters, phone calls. Everything was there. Everything was there. She was bought and paid for. She was done whether she cooperated or didn't cooperate. But at that point when she says, "I want a lawyer because I'm going to get myself in trouble," it's over. But in the next breath, within 1 to 2 seconds, she says, well, Johnny Clark says, "Hey, we can terminate this interview right now." But in the very next sentence, he says, "Well, you know what? I can answer what I can answer. What do I got to lose anyways?" And she revokes the right that she just invoked, which is asinine to me. It makes no sense. It's counterintuitive, right? So you're going to hear this interview. You're going to hear all the drama. And look, when you look at the video and you listen to the audio, you have this empathy, this deep empathy, right? For the poverty and the squalor and the position that she's in. You know, in my head, I have her as a person with little opportunity, little education, you know, possibly poor self-esteem, and she gravitates towards these individuals because she needs acceptance, right? That's one of the dynamics that drive us all. And I empathize with that fact. But then again, there's another part of me that says you knowingly and willingly participate in this behavior, understanding that people are being hurt. And she takes a tone in the interview that you'll see. I want you to hear it. I want you to gauge it out because I'm thinking that some of you are feeling like I'm feeling. Like, man, this is effed up. Man, this is horrible. You know, I feel for this girl. But wait until you hear what you hear. All right, I'll be back in a moment, folks. Hope you enjoy this interview. I did and didn't. You know, the part of me that's a father, that's a man, that's a human being, empathizes and has sympathy, right? But let's hear it out and weigh it out once we get towards the end.
Name is Detective Johnny Clark. I'm at Lancaster Station. Today's date is July 18th, 2013. The time is, what time you got, Chris? I got, looks like it was at 7:35 hours in the morning. I'm present with Detective Christopher Brandon, my partner from Major Crimes Bureau Prison Gangs, and Sergeant
Dennis Duarte.
Duarte. Our interview is in regards to a suspect who's been arrested for a Rene warrant. Her name is Lisa Marie Barboa.
For English, please in.
Now I've got it wrong.
Please enter the area.
What's your numbers, Chris? What's your number?
246-361.
246-361.
Correct. Do you have a particular place you want to start this? No?
We can probably get past all that first
Well, you'll know.
introductions.
I'll let you.
D-U-A-R-T-E, Sarge? D-U-A. Number, sir?
233-448.
233-488. 488?
448.
440. Thank you.
Please hold. This call may be monitored and or recorded. The use of special code features is not permitted during this call. Correctional facility. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse. This call may be monitored and or recorded. The use of special code features is not permitted during this call. To consent to the monitoring and or recording of this call, please press 1 after the tone. Your current balance is $3.74. Thank you for using your hotel link.
Hey, babe. Line up the badge. He said, hey, babe. Very good.
What'd she say her extension was?
2198.
No, I can remember. Jailer 40624.
It's not 218?
No, I guess it's 4062. We'll see.
Or you can always hit that button. Yeah, I can. When I was in jail, I just looked into things. Yeah, I did it. The whole world going down. Yeah. What the heck? Two 2198 doesn't go through?
No, it actually goes to a 2-1. Yeah, it goes to a voicemail. Leave a number. I'll just go out there and tell her to. She's coming, brother.
Mouse, this is a mouse. Turn it up here. I turned it down.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Hi. May I have a seat? What's your name, ma'am?
Lisa.
Pardon me?
Lisa.
Middle name and last name?
Lisa Barboa.
Can you spell that, please?
Barboa.
First, spell your first name for me.
Lisa.
Okay. What's your booking number on your wristband there, Lisa?
3627962.
One more time, hon.
3627962.
27962. Okay. Lisa, my name's Detective Clark. It's my partner, Detective Duncan, and Sergeant Duarte. My partner and I, we work prison gangs, major crimes for the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. Okay. You're obviously in this interview room because we'd like to have an interview with you and we'd like to talk to you about your arrest. I'm going to explain your arrest to you in a minute, but what I want to advise you before we even start this interview, it's pretty serious, and we want the truth. Okay? And in order for us to explain that your arrest to you, I want to advise you of your rights. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And real quick, how many children do you have?
8.
8 children total. And there were 5, was it 5 children at the house? Thank you so much. I need to know that. I have 5.
Did they give my son my kids?
I can explain that to you in a minute, ma'am. 5, 8 total. Okay. Okay. Ma'am, you've been arrested for what's called conspiracy to commit murder. Okay. In order for me to talk to you about the conspiracy to commit murder, I need to read you your rights. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to an attorney during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you before any questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Lisa, I have a warrant for your arrest. It's called conspiracy to commit murder. Conspiracy to commit murder is a very serious crime, and it's a crime that's punishable in the state prison system for life. Very serious crime. And there's some questions I want to ask you before. There's some questions I want to ask you before we actually get into the conspiracy to commit murder. And these questions that I want to ask you, I may know the answer. And since I know the answer, I want to see if you're going to give me the correct answer. So that's how I know that we're going to go the right way with this interview. Do you follow me a little bit, Lisa? Okay. Getting back to what I told you when you first walked in here. You need to be very honest, because when you start lying to us and we know that you're lying, we're gonna terminate the interview and we're out of here. And I'll tell you this right now, okay? There is a deputy district attorney that is on board with this case. It's very serious, okay? Conspiracy to commit murder is just one charge. There may be several other charges that are going to come along with this. You understand, Lisa? Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm telling you. First and foremost, my partner and I, we've been playing policeman for a long time. We know everything about our case. We know everything that's gone on. We've listened to hundreds of recorded jail calls. We know who's who in the zoo. So when I start asking you these questions, if you reply and I deem it to be the truth, that's how I know you're telling me the truth. When you start backpedaling on questions that I ask you, you may hear me bring up a blurb like, you know what, are you being truthful, Lisa? And then you can clarify yourself. We want you to be honest. We don't want you. We're not forcing you to give an answer that isn't true. We just want the truth, Lisa. Okay? You have. I saw 5 beautiful children at your apartment, or I should say at your trailer. Let's talk about your kids real quick. Department of Children Family Services have your children. Okay.
There was no search warrant with my kids' names issued on it. They can't take my kids.
Okay. Lisa.
They can't take my kids out
hold
of
on,
the house
Lisa.
without, no. I put my feet on the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it's a little
They
long.
can't.
Okay.
Fuck, man. I'm just gonna stick them in the middle. They cannot take my kids out of the home without my kids' names being on that search warrant.
Lisa, listen to me. You've been arrested. Listen to me. You've been arrested. There is no adult at your house to take care of your children.
My son lives 2 houses down.
Your son was not in the trailer when you were arrested, Lisa. And I didn't know your son lived 2 doors down.
I want a lawyer.
Okay.
Give me my lawyer then. Because this is already ridiculous. I told that detective, that deputy, that my son lived 2 houses down.
2 houses down from where?
From my house.
Okay.
I know. My friend's going through it right now in the state of California. If my kids' names are not listed on that search warrant, they cannot be removed from the home.
Well, they're temporarily being housed until they can find them somewhere to properly place them. Don't you understand that? If you're telling me you have 8 children and one can be an adult, over the age of 18,
There's
or,
three
or
over
if,
the
if
age of
there's
18.
three over the age of 18, who's not to say that they can get custody of the kids? Or
Because one's in prison, that's
Okay.
why.
Well, listen to me, okay? I've dealt with Department of Children's Services before in the past. I've seen children get released to their siblings that are over the age of 18 and that are adults. Okay, Lisa?
I'm going to lean forward real fast to pull my hair up.
I don't have a problem with that. Go ahead. How old is your tattoo on your arm?
Almost a year.
Okay. You all right? Okay. I want to talk about the conspiracy to commit murder, Lisa. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who.
Do you know what hard candy is?
Bullets.
Pardon me?
Bullets. To me, that's bullets.
Hard candy is bullets?
Yeah.
And you're talking about ammunition, bullets?
Yeah.
Okay. If I told you my interpretation of hard candy, B-U-L-L, would it be fair to say that I think hard candy means to murder and or kill somebody?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Do you have a boyfriend that's incarcerated in the county jail system? What's his name?
Boxer.
What's his real name?
Mike Sperling.
Mike Sperling?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have any other monikers that you know of?
Boxer.
How old's Boxer?
35.
35? How long have you known him?
I've been with them 4 years.
4 years?
Mm-hmm.
Does he go by any other monikers such as Persian Boy, maybe? That you're
I
aware
call
of?
him my Prince of Persia.
Pardon me?
I've always called him my Prince of Persia, but I've never heard Persian boy.
Persian Boy?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Is he a gang member?
Yeah, I guess.
Where's he from?
From the valley.
San Gabriel? San Fernando?
San Fernando Valley.
Specific gang, neighborhood?
Dude, I need a lawyer because me talking to you guys, I'm going to get myself caught up in some shit that's not going to be good for me.
Okay. Well, like I told you, at any time you can terminate this interview. I don't have a problem with it, but you are looking at some pretty serious charges, Lisa, and I haven't even gotten to the conspiracy to commit murder part that you agreed to talk to us about. So if you're saying, hey, I want to terminate this interview, I understand it.
I mean, you're asking me questions that you already have answers to, some of them.
Well, didn't I explain to you that I was going to ask you some questions first to see if you're being very truthful to me? Questions and answers that I have for you, I have the answers to. So if I ask you these questions and you're being truthful to me, I know that, hey, this lady's sitting here telling the truth. She's not beating around the bush. She's not fibbing. That's what I'm asking you, Lisa.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, me talking to you even this much can, you know what I mean?
Can mean what?
She was over there talking to the cops. That's going to put me and my kids in jeopardy? My sons are gang members, man. I'm an ex-gang member. My family's gang members.
And I understand.
You know what comes with that territory. It would be my own family to fucking have to do whatever they got to do to me. You know that as well as I do.
I do know that, okay? And I
you know
understand
that as well.
that.
Me saying just who I'm with.
But Lisa,
that's already more information that I should have
Lisa,
gave.
you need to understand something. You're a grown lady. That's the life you chose. Getting into gangs is something that you chose.
I made my bed rough. I got to lay in it lumpy.
Okay.
I know that.
How old are you, ma'am?
38.
Okay. you're 38 years old, okay? When you were a teenager at 18 years old and probably had a little bit more common sense and a little bit more knowledge as opposed to being a 13, 14-year-old kid growing up on the street, nobody held a gun or a knife to your head and said you're going to remain in this neighborhood or remain in this gang. Nobody's going to do that, Lisa. So you've had plenty and ample opportunity.
I moved away from my neighborhood years ago.
Okay, that's a
Don't go
step.
down there.
That is a step. I tell
You wanna know
youngsters.
why I don't go? CPS said I couldn't go because my dad's brother raped me in CPS and LAPD didn't do a fucking thing about it. That's why.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's why I moved away from it, because my homeboys wouldn't even fucking do nothing about it.
I mean, obviously you're crying, and I understand. Like I told you, listen, I'm human just like you. You know, I have a heart. I have a blood pressure and a pulse as well. Okay, but the only thing that Detective Brandon and Sergeant Duarte and I were looking for is just the truth, ma'am. And I want to sit here next. I want to get to
If I can answer it, I'll answer it. You know what I mean? I'm already
Okay.
fucking put myself in jeopardy.
Okay. Okay.
What else do I have to lose?
Okay. Who's Chino, ma'am?
That's my ex-husband. That's the motherfucker that stabbed me, and nobody did a goddamn thing about it. Not even the deputies. He got 60 days for it.
Where'd he stab you at?
He sliced my arm, my face, my stomach.
Is he in custody or is he out on the street?
He's in custody.
Where's he at? Do you know?
LA County jail system.
LA County. Do you still have contact with him, or
No,
do your
there's a
children have
restraining
contact?
order. No, I have physical legal custody of the kids, and there's a restraining order on him because he did that when the kids were on my bed.
Is he older than you or younger?
He's 3 years older than me.
Right. And how long were you guys married?
Technically we weren't because it was on bigamy. I got the marriage annulled.
And how many kids do you have with him?
3.
3? But you have 8 total.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the baby's daddy for the other 5 children?
My oldest son's father, he's in prison.
What's his name?
EJ.
Pardon me?
EJ.
EJ?
And then
Last name?
the 3 middle, their father just got out of prison.
Does EJ have a last name?
Contreras.
Contreras. And he's in prison, you said? Where's he housed at?
I believe Centinela or Calipat, one of them.
Was he in Imperial? Down in Imperial?
He was, yeah.
Prison. Is he doing life or?
No.
No? What's his tail like?
2022.
Do you know his birthday offhand?
No.
And is he the father to
My
all
older
5 of the
ones.
children?
No. My 2 oldest, they're over 18.
Okay, so you have 2 kids with him, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who's the father to the other 3 children now?
Virgil Salas.
Virgil Salas. Is he a gangster?
Yeah, please don't send my kids with him.
What
I don't
neighborhood
want
is?
him to know
Where's he
anything
from?
about this. My kids have no contact with him. He's dying of cirrhosis. He's a PC. My kids would be in great danger being around
What
him.
neighborhood was he from?
Dogtown.
Dogtown. And EJ Contreras, what neighborhood was he from?
He's from Reseda.
That's the Valley?
Yeah.
Reseda.
And do not put my kids with Virgil. That would be putting my kids in jeopardy.
Okay. Dogtown gang. How long were you married to Virgil, ma'am?
15 years.
And you said he's obviously ill? Cirrhosis of the liver? Alcoholic or?
Hype.
Wow. Have you ever slammed heroin?
Hell no. I've never done heroin.
Never.
On the 27th, I got 10 years clean.
What was your drug of choice?
PCP.
Wow. 15 years. And that was 3, 4, 5, 3 children with Virgil, correct, ma'am?
Yes.
3 kids. Cool. Nice. Chino. And you've been Are you married or the girlfriend of Michael Sperling?
Girlfriend.
You haven't gone through a service and gotten married? Where'd you meet Michael?
Through my son.
Which son?
One of my sons.
Would you mind telling me the name of which son you met him through?
It's one of my boys. One of my biological sons.
You don't want to tell me? Is that what you said? Met, is there a reason why?
Because my son's in prison and he doesn't need to get caught up on anything.
Would your son and Michael happen to be from the same neighborhood?
Yeah.
You have family in San Francisco? Or Central California, up in that area?
My mom's biological family, but I don't know any of them.
Where are they from?
I don't know.
San Francisco or Oakland or in just Central Cali?
My mom was born in Kingsburg, so I don't know. Her father was murdered when he was on leave when she was 3 months old, so we never knew him. But we know that there's some kind of family out there somewhere. I think still, I don't know.
Okay.
I know I got family out there, but I don't know who they are. He could be related to me and I wouldn't know from my mom's side. We've
Right.
never met him.
You obviously care a lot for Michael Sperling. You have his tattoo on your inner arm. Is he a good guy? You love him? Was he living with you here at the trailer on Rosamond before he...
Mhm.
How long has he been in jail?
A little over a year.
Mike Sperling? He's fighting a case, I take it? What's the 113% on your arm? 113% stand for?
So
100 what's that say?
13% his.
113% his boxer?
Yeah.
Okay. Based on my training in gangs and all that stuff, I have a belief or a feeling that 13 probably represents South.
Yes.
Are you a South Sider?
Yes. Am, but
Who'd you run with?
people in LA.
Pardon me?
People in LA and Glendale.
Would you mind telling me the neighborhood?
Tunerville.
Do you have a moniker?
No. Lisa, that was it. That was it.
Okay. You ever been to prison, ma'am?
No.
I looked at your criminal history, and it appears that you've had an arrest for, it looks like, possession for sales of meth.
Yeah.
What year was that? Can you refresh my memory?
In 03.
2003?
No. 2002.
You were convicted for that, correct?
Yes.
And it looks like you received probation.
Yes.
Did you complete your probation
Yes.
and all that good stuff?
Yes.
Did you ever try to get that case expunged?
Yeah, I did, but because it was under my old last name.
What is that?
Salas.
Lisa Salas?
Yeah.
Do you still use that
No.
AK?
No, not at all. My ex-sister-in-law had a whole bunch of shit on her, and they were getting us confused. I showed them the marriage certificate, telling them, no, this is who I am. My birth certificate, my marriage certificate to Virgil, and then the new marriage certificate. And they said no because I had too much stuff on my record. I told them that's not me.
Okay. Ma'am, I want to play a call for you. If I play that call, we'll talk about it after.
This is Rene Enriquez. Nickname Boots.